Are we rolling? We are rolling. Tonight we have a very special one. We have UFC Noche, Lopes versus Silva. This is UFC Fight Night 259, I believe. And this is going to be my very first picks video ever. I've never done it. I'm around YouTube. For those that don't know, I'm Coin. But let's check out this card here. Rodrigo Sezinando versus Daniil Donchenko. Let's, I'm not going to know every single person. I've been watching the UFC for now over like 12-ish years, something like that. I don't really know. Most events, pretty much every single event. Yeah. But I'm not going to know most of these people, but we can tap into Tapology and scroll down here. I've already made my picks. So I have, I guess, this guy, where's he from? Ukraine, the Ukrainian guy, Donchenko, via round 2 KO. I don't know who this is, but just from my minor amount of research, he seems like he's just gonna cave. So, next up, we have Alice Pereira versus Montserrat Rendon, whoever the heck that is. I don't know who that is. She seems like a good prospect because just based on her record, she's actually seemingly TKOing some of these girls. And usually when you're like a 19-year-old girl, she's called Golden Girl. And when you're a 19-year-old girl, you're TKOing other girls. I think that's impressive because they're bantamweight, yeah, I guess. So that's good in a sense because, the heavier weights, it's a little bit easier to knock people out in. But, not for the women necessarily. Next up, we move to Alessandro Costa versus Alden Coria. So with this fight, I have Costa via decision. I mean, I don't really have any reasoning for this because it's like I don't really know these fools, dog. Like I don't know who the heck you are. I ain't going back to watch your freaking fights in your regional stuff. No, dog. This is UFC. Only UFC. I don't give a shit about anything else. I used to watch stuff like PFL. Bellator when that was a thing. One Championship, which is actually still decent. I'm not going to hate on One Championship, but I don't really watch anything else other than the UFC. And sometimes the special boxing events and the big stuff that happens, the influencer stuff sometimes is fun. Next up, we have Zachary versus Sedriques Dumbass. I'm going with Reese because Dumas is dumbass. He's dumb. He's a big old dumb. But at the same time, Zach Reese is a little bit, well, I guess he's not overrated. I guess people don't really rate him that highly. But in my mind, I was thinking he's a bit overrated. But at the same time, he's a bit of a go-getter. So I feel like he'll probably take out the Dumas in one round. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe third round, second round. It doesn't really matter. Next up, we have Jesus Aguilar versus Luis Gurule. I don't know how to pronounce these names most of the time. But anyway, I got Aguilar because he's a veteran. I usually go for the veterans. This guy, from what little I remember from a couple hours ago when I was looking this up, he has nothing that impressed me. So it's going to be submission via round 1. He looks like a bit of, he looks heavy set, muscular. And it's usually easier for these scrappy guys to just lock in on that, It's just easier. Tatiana Suarez versus Amanda Lemos. I'm going with Suarez via round 2 submission. Amanda Lemos is not too bad, but she's kind of old, right? She's 37, and I don't know. I just feel like Tatiana kind of learned from her last loss against Weili. And Weili's the best. So, despite how she looked, which was pretty bad from what I remember, don't forget to hydrate. She looked pretty bad. And, I don't know. I don't think that's really telling of her next performance, to be honest, because Amanda is not freaking Weili. So, yeah, there's that. Next up, Claudio Puelles versus Joaquim Silva. We have, Yeah, I went with round 3 KO for Puelles because Silva, I don't know, I think I was looking at a lot of the time I look at these guys, how they lost, KO, submission, and I just feel like whenever I was researching this like 2 hours ago, I came to this conclusion that he's gonna cave eventually, and Puelles is gonna get it, even though he's a very like inactive fighter. He fights like once a year or something like that, but he's not bad. He's actually pretty good. Next up, we have Jose Medina versus Dusko Todorovic. We are going with Todorovic, even though his record kind of sucks. He is more of the veteran of the UFC compared between the two, and I would definitely. I tend to go for veterans. That's how I am, especially Jose. Like he's not really ever impressed me. What do other people have this at? I mean, here it is with Tapology. I mean, most people kind of agree with me on that one. I think Medina's nothing special, right? From what I remember, I hardly remember him. He's kind of a newer guy in the UFC. Next up, Santiago Luna versus Quang Le. I guess I'm going with Le for a decision. None of these fools are special. I feel like his name has been brought up in certain ways as if he's like a prospect. I don't think he is. No. Alexander Hernandez, though, what he did to Chase Hooper in the last event, and that was not that long ago. Was that the last event? I don't know. It was not too long ago. But yeah, I gotta stop denying that he's pretty decent. He's pretty good. And this guy's 40 years old now, Diego. So I'm sorry, Diego, but you're getting KO'd. Next up, Kelvin Gastelum versus Dustin Stoltzfus. I'm going with Gastelum. Veteran, even though he has freaking wonky ass record, and he's a welterweight fighting at middleweight because he doesn't know how to cut weight, and he's just fat. Like he just loves his freaking fried snacks. Oh, them fried snacks are so good, especially if they Mexican, you know. But like, bro, he's like the reason I'm like this is because Kelvin throughout the years has had so much talent. This dude has had so much talent. And he's beat some really good people, and he's like, he has the skill, but then it's like he has no passion, no drive, no desire. It's almost like he just settled into the life of fighting, and he's just like, yeah, I don't care. Like I just do this for the money, and that's cool, I guess, for some people. But I want to see the fire in somebody, man. Like if this guy brings the fire, I can see him knocking Kelvin out. Like, cause sometimes people just don't have fire in them. And Kelvin, though, is very durable. That's why I kind of have him by decision, is because like he's good and he's durable. Even if he gets rocked, he seemingly always recovers, and then he just puts on like a subpar performance. Next up, Jared Flash Gordon versus Rafa Garcia. Yeah, I don't like Rafa anymore. I don't like him. The way he fights, worse than Kelvin, because he does the grappling stuff, and he tries to find time to, like, I don't know, to drain the clock, right? He's trying to find the time to grapple as much as he can so that he can drain the clock as much as he can. That's what I was trying to get at. I said it in such a weird roundabout way, but man, no, I don't like that shit, dog. And Jared, he has more fire in him than Rafa, in my opinion. Rob Font versus David Martinez. This was like a late kind of replacement, I believe. Yeah, I mean it was. I don't remember who Rob Font was originally supposed to fight. This is the co-main event with some newbie, dog. I got Font by decision merely because I don't know. I just feel like this kid can probably just survive and he'll be fine. He'll probably do okay, but I don't think he'll really pose much of a threat. Maybe Font will even finish him. Maybe. I don't know. Next up, Diego Lopes versus Gene Silva. I have Gene because Lopez grew out that mustache. Bro. I mean, it's okay. You can do what you want in life. Because other people that do wacky shit, like I do wacky shit too, it makes you look better, right? I do goofy shit, I make you look better. He does a goofy-ass freaking mustache, he makes me look better. That's kind of how the universe works. So, but I mean, it's not because of the mustache. It's mostly because, like, I think he's actually a little bit more mid than people give him credit for in terms of fighting skill. Amazing, like, kickboxing style, boxer style. But, Lord Gene Silva, that's it right there. The Lord is going to show him the path to defeat. because Gene Silva is winning. And I guess that was 14 of 14. Let me go to my profile and show you how bad my picks have been. 63.3%. But bear in mind, I signed up on Tapology here, right here. It's a member since August 8th. So that was not too long ago. And I signed up after I did a clean sweep on a card, 12 for 12. So my statistics would be way higher if I freaking had that on there. But, you know, I feel like if you're above 50%, it's decent, right? Especially if you're not doing this for like a freaking living. I ain't doing this shit for a living, dog. I'm doing this for fun. I've been watching the UFC for so long, and I've never really cared about making picks or anything because it's like not really a passion of mine. But at the same time, I've been on YouTube, and I just feel like YouTubing is pretty fun. And the community in MMA is pretty fun, especially all the freaking dweebs that are so, like incel, basically. Like, because I come from a gaming kind of background, right? And gaming as, not gambling, from video gaming. And a lot of the kids in there, of course, are like incels, right? But when I look at the MMA community, it's way worse. Like, you got some repressed kids up in here. It's crazy, honestly. Like, you need to chill if you're one of those kids. Oh my God, dog. I don't even know why I'm getting into this rant at this point. But check out my VPN. This whole thing has been sponsored by myself. Coin's most excellent VPN. That's www.coin.me. And this has been Coin. You have been you. And I shall see you on the next one. Maybe I'll do these weekly or something whenever the UFC is, it has an event on. If you're interested in that, let me know. Otherwise, deuces.